Al Ahly striker and England World Cup hopeful Ivan Toney has refused to rule out a return to the Premier League after turning down January offers in favour of staying in Saudi Arabia. Over 18 months on from his shock £40 million move from Brentford to Al Ahly in August 2024, Toney revealed that despite having the opportunity to leave the club and rejoin a Premier League side, he's enjoying life in Saudi. Toney finished second to just Cristiano Ronaldo in the race for the Saudi Pro League Golden Boot last season as Al Ahly won the Asian Champions League before lifting the Saudi Super Cup in August. The 29-year-old times across all competitions in his debut season in Saudi Arabia. Never say never, Toney told Sky Sports News when quizzed on a potential return to England. I have goals I want to achieve here first. The club have signed me for a long period of time. I want to repay them and bring trophies. In football and life, you never know what's around the corner. Who knows what the next step is? I'm comfortable here and like being here. I'm doing well. My numbers speak for themselves and I'm settled. I'm enjoying my football and don't see why I'd leave to go back to where I was. Liverpool captain Virgil van Dijk has stressed the continued importance Mohamed Salah has as the club looked to make a success of their season. The Egypt international had one of his best games of a so far underwhelming campaign with a penalty and an assist in the 3-0 win over Brighton, in which Curtis Jones and Dominic Szoboszlai scored as Liverpool in the fifth round of FA. Salah has started every match since his return from the Africa Cup of Nations. Prior to his departure, he was benched for 4 and omitted completely for 1. That was after going public with his frustrations and suggesting his relationship with head coach Arne Slot had broken down, casting doubts over his immediate future. The situation appears to have eased during his absence on international duty, and he now appears to be more in tune with what Slot requires from him. He may have scored only to club goals since November 1st, but Van Dijk insisted Salah had other qualities which were not so visible. I think Mo is still so important for us. He is still a leader and important for me personally. As a captain, to have around and to have him on the pitch as his presence benefits the team. He said he always gives the team more than goals. There's obviously a lot of focus on his goals at the moment, and that's also part of his life because he sets the standard so extremely high that when he doesn't score as much, he gets criticized. For us, nothing has changed. We all want him to score, and we all want us to do well as a team, but it's not been an easy season, and the only thing we and he can do is keep going and try to be important. There is a lot more than just to be out there trying to score goals. There are so many things people don't see that are important to try to become a successful team. Despite the apparent truce, off-the-field doubts remain over whether Salah will see out the final year of his contract, especially if his numbers do not improve. But Van Dijk wants him to at least see out his current deal, adding, "The full focus is on trying to make this season a success first, and then you never know what happens. Always want Mo to stay because I'm a good friend and we've been through the highs and not so highs together for so many years." James Trafford admits he was taken aback when Manchester City signed Gianluigi Donnarumma. Trafford was handed the City #1 jersey when he rejected Newcastle to return to his boyhood club in a £27 million move from Burnley last summer. With the long-serving Edison heading for the exit, it appeared Pep Guardiola had earmarked the 23-year-old for the goalkeeping role long-term. But after starting the first 3 Premier League games of the season, the situation changed when City opportunistically brought in Champions League winner Donnarumma from Paris Saint-Germain on deadline day. The Italian has been preferred since, with Trafford largely having to settle for domestic cup appearances. Trafford saw, "I didn't expect the situation to happen, but it happened. I just get on with it. It is what it is. It's football. You've got to keep grafting every day, and when the games come, play as hard as you can." England U21 international Trafford, who came through the City youth ranks before joining Burnley in 2023, is less than 12 months into a 5-year contract. Yet, given the current circumstances, he is unsure what the future holds. "Let's take it a day at a time and try and work as hard as I can, and whatever happens, happens," said Trafford, who featured in Saturday's FA Cup 4th round win over Salford. "I've obviously got a contract, but I don't know what happens next season. I just know that I'll just take it a day at a time and try and improve." Former Manchester United team masseuse Rod Thornley has taken aim at Marcus Rashford, Ingles craniam longo Salona with the Dijk, 30 metros per mon option. Recent speculation suggests United management have no plans to bring back Rashford should Barca pass on buying him outright. For Thornley, the club's stand is no surprise. I'll say it, I don't mind. I know Marcus, and if he's not happy with what I say, I don't care. He became unhappy. He became a different person. I watched this player that used to be a happy, lovely kid just moping around, especially in the club. Outside the club, I used to see him every now and then, and he was fine outside the club, but in the club, he had this demeanor about him that just wasn't great. Then it transferred onto the pitch, and then you see him walking around, and you just wanted energy levels out of him, which is what Michael Carrick is doing now. He's getting energy levels out of the players, and you wanted that out of Marcus, but you just weren't getting it, and it was tossed off basically. For me, he's half tossed off his Manchester United career, rather than it has been taken away from him. Thornley was Team Mercer at United between 2010 and 2019. Feyenoord coach Robin van Persie is rolling red carpet out for new signing Raheem Sterling. The former Chelsea winger has penned a deal with Feyenoord to the end of the season. However, his start in Holland has stalled with work permit issues preventing him from training with Van Persie's senior squad. Instead, while the club works through the red tape, Van Persie is taking his squad abroad for training camp, which will include Sterling. Van Persie said, "That's allowed abroad. We're doing it for him, but I also want to work on our team development. We can have some good conversations and do something fun together. He'll start training the day after tomorrow." Van Persie added, "We'll see each week when he's fit for a match. That will take some time, but that seems logical to me, since he hasn't played for 6 months." On his hopes for Sterling, Van Persie was effusive. Raheem is a great player with a wonderful character. He has chosen the love of the game and hopes to rediscover the joy here in Holland. We are going to help him with that. He has already proven everything in his career. What he is looking for is trust, warmth, and love again.